Okay, listener, I want to be really careful about falling in the trap of accusing someone of being too old to do something. Now, obviously, I am old, right? I'm 53 years old. I just competed in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu in the Utah State Championships 2 weeks ago. I think that is a healthy endeavor for me to engage in. I do spar on the weekends. Occasionally with the young guys, I will go hard. Most of it's touch spar, the way most MMA guys like to do it these days anyway. Am I too old for all that, or does it keep me going? I will tell you, I have a Navy SEAL friend that I train with. He's in his 50s, and he said, Derek, we're going to hurt anyway tomorrow. And I feel like I'd rather train and be sore from training than just be sore from the mileage of life. I remember, right, when I was a kid, the thought was if you were outside of your 20s, you were over the hill for a sport like boxing, right? And they very worried about your head damage and whatnot. Now, as time went on, that man behind you, Bernard Hopkins, fought for a world title on a world-class level into his 50s. And I think what that says more than anything is we're learning what it means to take care of ourselves as human beings, right? Obviously, everybody doesn't take as much care of themselves as Bernard does, but most pro fighters, like I know there's a dichotomy here because a lot of them do drugs, chase girls and whatnot. It's the same high as fighting, but a lot of them keep in very good shape, and that very good shape is good for you, right? And then I don't even want to touch on the subject of there's all kinds of youthful drugs that Wall Street guys now use as well, you know, testosterone replacement therapy and everything else. So I guess what I'm saying to you, listener, is I don't want to say Vanderlei was too old. Vanderlei's in a conundrum, and let me give you what that conundrum is. I do think if you are a coach, you have to start focusing on coaching because it's a different skill set than competing. So, and it can be very difficult to do that. It can be very difficult to leave our youth behind. I've never fully done it, right? I've never opened a school and said, that's it, I'm going to train youth and give of myself to others. I never did that, right? Like, I was always this guy who hung around the gym and sparred with younger guys and learned new arts, and I still am that guy. But I think that if you decide to continue competing, you have to make it healthier, right? I don't do MMA fights. I don't do kickboxing bouts. I do jiu-jitsu bouts, which don't hurt my head theoretically, right? Like, so there's a time and a place for everything. With Wanderlei, he's not a boxer. And boxing is a completely different sport than MMA. I think everybody's starting to catch on to that after Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather and whatnot. It's different rule set, different skill set, and it makes it completely. But because Vanderlei is able to make so much money for an appearance being who he is against another Brazilian star, Acelino Freitas, he's going to do that and not coach the next generation, right? He can make more money stepping in there in one night than he could coaching in a year, right? And that's the conundrum. That's the difficult part for a guy like Vanderlei. I don't think he's too old. I think it was the wrong sport. I mean, if Vanderlei wanted to do jiu-jitsu, I would have no problem with it whatsoever, right? Like, he's, you know, a strong guy, ex-champion and all that. But, yeah, boxing, wrong sport. Too old? I don't know about that, listener. We're learning more and more about how far humans can push themselves. Everybody like and follow for more on The Fight Game.